Silent Footsteps. Chapter 1. The Beginning. Lydia had always been a curious child, her inquisitive nature driving her to explore every nook and cranny of her small village. Nestled in the heart of a dense forest, the village of Elmswood was known for its ancient trees and mysterious legends. One such legend that had always fascinated Lydia was the tale of the Silent Footsteps. According to the old village storytellers, the Silent Footsteps were the ghostly echoes of a long-forgotten traveler who had wandered into the forest and never returned. On quiet nights, it was said, you could hear his footsteps crunching the leaves, even though no one was there. Lydia's grandmother, who had a penchant for dramatic storytelling, often recounted the tale by the fireside. He was a man of secrets, she'd whisper, her eyes gleaming with the reflection of the flames. He knew things no one else did, and he carried a burden too heavy for any one soul. Despite the warnings and the eerie stories, Lydia's curiosity only grew. One misty autumn evening, unable to resist the allure of the unknown any longer, she decided to venture into the forest to uncover the truth for herself. Chapter 2. The Forest Path. The forest was thick with fog as Lydia made her way down the path, the damp leaves crunching softly beneath her boots. The trees, ancient and gnarled, loomed overhead like silent sentinels guarding their secrets. Lydia felt a shiver of excitement mixed with trepidation. She had ventured into these woods many times before, but tonight felt different. With each step, the forest seemed to close in around her, the shadows deepening and the air growing colder. Lydia's heart pounded in her chest, but she pressed on, determined to uncover the mystery of the Silent Footsteps. She followed the path deeper into the woods, guided only by the faint glow of her lantern. After what felt like hours, she reached a clearing. In the center stood an ancient oak tree, its branches twisted and knotted like the fingers of an old, wise man. The ground beneath it was littered with fallen leaves, creating a carpet of gold and brown. Lydia took a deep breath and approached the tree, her lantern casting eerie shadows on its trunk. Chapter 3. The Encounter. As she stood beneath the tree, Lydia heard it, the soft, almost imperceptible sound of footsteps. Her heart skipped a beat, and she strained her ears, trying to pinpoint the source. The footsteps were faint but unmistakable, growing louder and closer with each passing moment. Lydia's breath caught in her throat as a figure emerged from the shadows. It was a man, his face obscured by a hood, his steps silent and deliberate. He moved with a grace that seemed almost otherworldly, his presence both unsettling and mesmerizing. "Who are you?" Lydia managed to whisper, her voice trembling. The man stopped a few paces away, his hooded head tilting slightly as if considering her question. When he spoke, his voice was low and melodic, carrying an air of timeless wisdom. "I am a wanderer, bound by secrets and shadows," he replied. "I walk these woods, seeking redemption for a past long forgotten." Lydia felt a chill run down her spine. "Are you the one they call the Silent Footsteps?" The man nodded slowly. "I am he. And you, brave child, have ventured far to find me. But be warned, the truth you seek comes with a price." Chapter 4. The Revelation. Lydia swallowed hard, her curiosity battling with her growing fear. "What is the truth?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. The man reached into his cloak and pulled out a small, weathered journal. He held it out to Lydia, his eyes, now visible beneath the hood, glowing with a strange intensity. "This contains the answers you seek. But know this, knowledge can be both a gift and a curse." With trembling hands, Lydia took the journal and opened it. The pages were filled with handwritten notes, sketches, and cryptic symbols. As she read, she began to piece together the story of the Silent Footsteps, a tale of betrayal, loss, and a quest for redemption that spanned centuries. The man watched her silently, his expression unreadable. "You now know my burden," he said finally. "Will you carry it with me, or will you turn back and leave these woods forever?" Lydia looked up from the journal, her mind racing with the revelations she had uncovered. She knew that her life would never be the same, but she also knew that she could not walk away from the truth. "I will stay," she said, her voice steady. "I will help you find redemption." Chapter 5. The Journey. Together, Lydia and the Silent Footsteps embarked on a journey through the forest, unraveling the mysteries of the past and seeking to right the wrongs that had been committed. As they traveled, Lydia learned of the man's tragic history and the choices that had led him to his eternal wandering. With each step, they encountered challenges and dangers, but Lydia's determination never wavered. She had found her purpose, and she was determined to see it through to the end. In time, the Silent Footsteps found peace, and Lydia became a guardian of the forest, ensuring that its secrets were protected and its stories passed down through the generations. She had uncovered the truth and, in doing so, had become a part of the legend herself. And so, the tale of the Silent Footsteps lived on, a testament to the power of curiosity, bravery, and the unbreakable bond between past and present. Epilogue. Years later, as Lydia sat by the fireside, she recounted the story to a new generation of curious children. Her eyes gleamed with the reflection of the flames, and her voice carried the weight of her own adventures. "And so, dear ones," she concluded, "the forest holds many secrets, waiting for those brave enough to seek them. But remember, some truths come with a price, and it is up to us to decide whether we are willing to pay it." As the children listened, their eyes wide with wonder, Lydia smiled. She knew that the spirit of the Silent Footsteps would live on, inspiring future generations to seek out the mysteries of the world and embrace the unknown.